Hello everyone, this is Melanie and I have a bit to tell you about what's going on with my transition. This has been a very disappointing year. As most of you will know from my previous videos, I was due to have facial feminisation surgery with the facial team in Spain last March. Well, the day before we were due to fly out, the flights were cancelled. Of course, of this pandemic, which was very disappointing. That week was a very hard week for me. I was very down, but I look at it this way, I'm obviously not the only one that's affected by this, and there'll be a lot of girls that are suffering because of this pandemic. Anyway, after having consultation with the facial team, we rescheduled my surgery for November this year, which was, well, it made me happy because I now had a new date and something to look forward to. But unfortunately, because of the ongoing pandemic, that has also been rescheduled due to the fact that there are no international flights going out of Australia and probably won't be till the middle of next year, which is very, very disappointing. So that's now been rescheduled for June next year, and hopefully things have returned to a bit more normal than what they are now. So that can happen, because after waiting most of my life, 60 odd years, to be who I am, and then at the last minute to have the rug pulled out from underneath you is very disappointing. And I've been struggling with my feelings and my depression and things like that since that started. Now, on the other hand, in 2 days' time, I was due to have my gender reassignment surgery in Melbourne, in Australia, with Dr. Andrew Ives. And, well, guess what happened there? Because Melbourne's situation got worse, my surgery was cancelled. This has been a really crappy year, but we rescheduled that for February, and hopefully it will go ahead in the new year. And whereas this year was supposed to be a great year for me, big changes in my life, it's now looking like 2021 will be my year, and I'm hoping so much it is. I hope we can get over these problems with this virus and get back to some semblance of normality. Anyway, that's my problems as far as my surgery is concerned. Other things going on with me, as you can see, I've starting to look a little bit different. I've got my own hair in a ponytail, and it's getting quite long. My skin and face seems to be rounding out more. My skin seems softer, and my face is rounding out more. I'm filling out in places, which is quite pleasing. It's good. When I look in the mirror now, I tend to see some inkling of a female face. even though it's still pretty harsh and probably look that way till I get my FFS, but I can see changes happening. The rest of my body, I'm starting to get a bit more shape in the hips. There's not much change in the bum, a little bit. It's filling out a bit, but it's taking time, of course. And I'm getting a little bit more shape in the hips and waist and everything, which is good. I've got some clothes that look rather good on me, and it's pleasing to see these changes happening. Another thing was, obviously, you can probably tell, the breasts. They're quite pleasing to see the growth I've had in the breasts. I've been on HRT now for almost 20 months, and I'm pushing a C cup at present, and well, if I can get to a C, full C, and or a D, that would alleviate the need for breast augmentation for me anyway. I think I'll look good enough in my eyes to not have to go through breast augmentation. But if I don't get that far, then that's definitely the path I'll take. So yeah, it's slowly happening. All I can say to other people out there, that it won't happen overnight. It does take a long time, but bit by bit you start to become a bit more comfortable in your skin, and you start to like what you see, and it's very pleasing to be acknowledged by other people as ma'am and things like that. It's just, it's very pleasing. Although I do get clocked a lot, especially on the phone. My voice is not real good, as you can probably hear. It's a little bit deep, and on the phone I've had some funny experiences. One was I had my medical centre ring me, and I answered the phone, and the lady says, "Oh, can I speak to Melanie, please?" And I said, "Speaking." She says, "No, I need to speak to Melanie Taylor to tell us something about her medical condition." And I said, "Yes, this is Melanie." And she says, "Look, sir, this is serious. I need to speak to Melanie now." And I said, I had to explain everything, why my voice sounded like it was, and I struggle with that. And she was most apologetic, and even when I went to the medical centre some days later, she came up to me and apologised profusely for making that error. And obviously I can't hold it against her, because my voice probably does sound like a male voice over the phone. But that's the sort of things you've got to deal with in transition, I suppose. But most of the time I can say people are pretty good, pretty good, and I'm quite happy with where I'm going and what I'm doing, and well, I hope it continues. I hope next year is the great year that this year was supposed to be. Yeah, because I don't think I could handle having it all postponed again. So yeah, so that's what's been happening. I'd like to hear some comments from people, how they think I'm looking and changing, if I am changing. And it's hard for me to see the changes, because I'm looking every day for something, and it's just so gradual that you don't notice it. But okay, for some people I haven't seen for a while, they say, "Oh, you can definitely notice you're changing," and that's good. It is good. So at least it's heading down the right track. thanks for listening, and thanks to my subscribers and your comments and everything. Please comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, whether I'm doing things right or wrong, or my makeup's hopeless, which I probably is. It looks like a bit of a hot mess, but slowly getting there. At my age, it's a bit difficult to find things like eyeliners and lashes and all those things. It's just yeah, a little bit difficult. Since I take my glasses off, I can't see my eyes, which is yeah, it's problematic. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been of some help to someone. That's my whole intention, is to encourage others later in life to follow their dreams and look forward to a bright future. So thank you all for listening, and I'm anxious to see what your comments are. Thank you very much. Bye.